Morning. Um, Today, all eyes on the Fed. It was pretty quiet yesterday. Nothing fresh came up as such, and we want to wait for that big news event anyway to see what develops. We do our scans early, and this can tell us what might happen and whether we're going to get any patterns appear. This is the 5-year note in the States, so obviously very important today. And that black square on today's bar, even though we haven't really done anything yet, tells me that if we rally and we close higher, there's a chance that there is going to be a signal. It's already there when the market is pretty much unchanged. So we know that a signal is going to appear. It's the same on the Dow. So we look at the Dow future, and that's also very quiet. And a few minutes ago, that was also producing a black square. It's probably going to have to trade. There you go. And then it's going to appear. So we also know that there'll be the opposite signal on the Dow and possibly on the E-mini and the Nasdaq. Neither of those signals are at support and resistances, so they would be references and calls to action on anybody who had existing positions, but they're not necessarily going to be fresh open positions, as it were. So the Fed's really going to dictate everything. The euro pound, as that was a signal on Friday, had a little bit of a bounce yesterday, extended higher, but was pretty quiet really. But we are above that weekly resistance. So when we had the signal on Friday, it came in, it's managed to close above it. So there is space, but we await the Fed. Finally, just something on how our traders manage their stops. And if they're trading strategically, so using historical data, then the stops are always based on the close of the day. And GEOS, which is an existing position, is a good example of that. If we look at yesterday, it looks like it had a big down move and then closed a little bit higher. But if we go into a 5-minute chart, it's actually, just draw my circle, there's not a lot of liquidity there, and that's true. Liquidity can disappear in an instant due to algorithms. It's an illusion to say that algorithms create liquidity. They all head for the exit at the same time on any hint of danger. It wasn't activating our stop. Our stop is actually a fair way below that point, but it's just an example of a reason why stops on a strategic trade are based on the close and not activated during the day. Okay, so we'll see what the Fed brings us.